Now we're going to talk about the questions on the 4A's canvas for learning before knowing, the second capability in the book, The Heart of Transformation. So here's the first question. Who challenges my beliefs? This is the healthy self-doubt question. That's why you want to ask it. You want to create that self-doubt in yourself, not so people don't trust you or feel like you're not a great leader, but you want to have that self-doubt, that internal curiosity that says, what do I need to learn and who helps me learn? So who challenges my beliefs is a question that you and your team can use to find those people who will bring in an outside perspective and will help you think through, am I really sure about that belief, or is that belief really solid, or is something changed in the environment or context that makes that belief I've been operating under as kind of just an operating assumption not so solid anymore? The second question, how is my idea wrong? So this is the question that acknowledges your fallibility. And that is critical, especially in a leadership role, to show your own fallibility. We've created this myth of the infallible leader, and yet everyone knows it's not true. So it's become sort of the emperor's new clothes that we all bow down to. But it really doesn't work. It doesn't get us to the truth. It doesn't get us deep enough into what's really going on. So how is my idea wrong needs to be asked like this. Not with the emphasis on wrong. It's like, how is my idea wrong? It's how is my idea wrong? I'm assuming it is. Tell me how. Find me something small, large, completely wrong, just a tiny bit wrong. It really doesn't matter, but show me how my idea is wrong. That starts a great conversation to kind of pick away at the things that might not be completely settled. And it also shows people that you are truly willing to listen and to learn and to put your learning before knowing. The next question, what is my blind spot? This is the problematic patterns question, as I call it. So we all have blind spots, and the problem with blind spots is that if we get a group around us that has the same blind spots, we have a big blind spot. And so addressing it straight up and saying, what don't I normally see? How do I normally approach things that might not work here? What is something that just doesn't work as well for me? Example for me, early on in my career, and maybe even some now, I would get stuck in wanting to be liked. And so I become less effective with my clients internally and externally because I stopped asking the really hard questions that made them uncomfortable, which is what they really wanted. But I stopped asking it because it created that little bit of tension. I thought, ooh, well, they like me. And that was a pattern I had to uncover. So that was a blind spot for me. And I have to be constantly vigilant of it. Still am all the time. When was the last time I was wrong? This is the reality check question. This assumes that you have been wrong and that you need to be able to find those times and address them. There was a story in one of the, I think it was, might be Amgen, but one of the bioscientific and pharmaceutical companies, that when they would do a trial and it would fail, they would have a party. And they would have a party to celebrate one dead end removed. They were that much closer to the result that they wanted. Thought that was a brilliant way to think about the last time you were wrong and to celebrate it. We have to acknowledge that we will be wrong. We have to look for it, and we really have to celebrate it. So this is another one in which you have to ask sincerely, hey people, when was the last time I was wrong on something? Help me understand what the reality is here that I might be missing. And you may disagree, but give people that chance to really check you and give you a reality check. The fifth question is, am I okay with not knowing? This is the courage to be humble question. And I think it's a question you need to ask of yourself first before you ask of your team. But it's, am I okay with not having all the knowledge? Am I okay leading through something that I don't know how to do? What's fascinating to me is that we'll oftentimes feel like we need to revere the leader who knows everything. But the person that there's no one that knows everything. And quite frankly, there's a lot of leaders that only sign up for things they know how to do, which means innovation can't happen, which means you can't change, you can't move forward. And so if you want to transform, you have to be willing to say, I'm okay to not know. I'm okay to sign up for stuff I don't know how to do. So those are the 5 questions using the 4A's canvas from The Heart of Transformation for the capability of learning before knowing. More information is available in the links below. And so go ahead and check that out. And thank you for listening.